Fani and Wade are back together, reunited at last. It didn't take long. Now that they've been totally exonerated, thanks to Judge McAfee in Georgia, at least until the Court of Appeals has something to say about this, they're enjoying themselves, laughing and gloating. Big Fani won her Democratic primary, so Georgia Fulton Democrats are just in love with her. They've got a fever. The only prescription is bigger Fani than ever, and boy, is that happening there. So you can see Nathan Wade was there. He showed up. He didn't have to worry about his wife and kids because he abandoned them some time ago, cut them off financially, and then had Fani threaten the wife with potential criminal charges when she started getting a little bit irritated about what was going on. But he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. So he showed up as happy as can be. Man, nice looking suit too. 700 grand will help with that. And here is another photo of the two. Now, we have this photo, and we have a lot of Fani experience here. And I'm not sure which Fani we're looking at. I don't know which one's Fani here, but you can take a look and be the own judge on which one of these two is Fani. Probably in the blue, right? I can't tell. All right, anyways, here's Nathan Wade. He's right there. And you see this photograph? He's pretending like she's not there, right? You know what that look is, his body language. He's like, who? Who? We've all done that. You go to a cocktail party, your ex is there, you know? You're just like, oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, I have no idea what's going on. Oh, who's here? Yeah. Okay. Nathan Wade and Fani, they're not just bumping into each other. He showed up, man. She wanted some hot dogs, and boom, he is there, ready to go. So all smiles. Fox News had some more on this. What was going on in Fani land? All right, was she on the right or on the left? Let's see. Here apparently is part of her speech. Former special prosecutor Nathan Wade was spotted attending the Fani victory party. Willis quickly defeated her Democrat challenger. Willis is seen mingling in the crowd in a blue dress. Okay, she was in the blue. You Fani experts who said blue got it right. Well, consider me shook, says Tamar Hallerman. Wow, photo of Nathan Wade at the event. Life's good for prosecutors in Florida, Georgia. Mayor Andre Dickens was also there. Willis took to the podium later in the event, told supporters that no one is above the law. No one's beneath the law. It's a message that she said is peeing folks off. It's angering folks. She keeps using that P word. It's not a good word. My mom told me not to use that word. But there is no one above the law in this country, nor is there anyone beneath it. Now, they were accused of an improper affair. Of course, Nathan Wade pocketed 700 grand. They went on What is this top she's wearing? What is this? Is this from her speech? Here. Man, she must be having some serious Grey Goose.
I am just so humbled and so grateful to the citizens of Fulton County. It's possible. Tonight, they delivered a strong and a powerful message. They want a district attorney that believes everyone deserves to be safe and everyone is entitled to some dignity. And it's a message that's folks off, but there is no one above the law in this country, nor is there anyone beneath it.
Wow. Even Fox News blanked out her Fani potty mouth because it's so inappropriate. So Fani is back in business, not going anywhere, and she's out talking to the media. We've got Nathan Wade's out talking to the media. Let's listen in and hear what some of these people are saying now that they are victorious and have emerged from this horrific ordeal from MAGA insurrectionists.
Let's give it some color. I defended murders, rapes, armed robbers, molesters, mostly criminal cases that dealt with high stakes, including life. The picture that was being painted, that there was no experience, is just not an accurate one.
You and Fani meet in 2019?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the extent of your relationship prior to November 1st of 2021?
We met at a judges conference. We stayed professional friends for quite a bit of time thereafter. Started to pick up a little bit when COVID started. We began to spend inordinate amounts of time communicating during the course of the investigation. Nights, weekends, evenings, mornings. I can't tell you how much time that we spent together.
Ugh, gross. Okay, so we remember that interview just to get a little color, as he says, on the topic. But now Fani is out as well, and Fani is now talking with Rachel Maddow. And she was out just yesterday talking to Rachel about what she's going to do in Georgia.
Asking you about what your life has been like and how things have changed.
How's it been so hard
over the course of this past year? I know you have bodyguards. I know you had to leave your home because of ongoing threats
Yes,
against
we know.
you. I saw footage last week at an event honoring the South Fulton police. You got a little bit emotional, thanking the police for having kept you safe in what has been a remarkably threatening environment for you. I wondered what effect the sort of constant threat of violence
Rachel,
that you've been living with has had on you and on your ability to do your work.
Wow, what an amazing question from Rachel. She's so good at this. Rachel Maddow, she comes out like once a week to do her job, and that's the question that we get from her. Hey, Big Fani, tell me how emotional this has been for you, and how are you going to recover from this ordeal?
Thank you for asking. Not many people ask about what is the personal journey that's been going on, and it really hasn't been happening in the last year. It's been happening since about a month after I took office. From the time I took office, I began to get threats. Those threats come in the way of emails. Those threats come in the way of phone calls, text messages, any which way you can imagine. At some point, the threats became...
By mail, by fax, other ways too? Do you investigate them? Since you're the DA, have you prosecuted people who have made actual threats? Or are these just like bad comments that you're complaining about?
Where I had to leave my home. I've been out of my home since the first year in office. They've come from a variety of sources. One of the first things that ever happened was there was a protest at my house at 5 o'clock in the morning. People mad because the last administration had left police cases, lots of them, and they wanted immediate action on them. And so that was the first thing that kind of happened. But the threats have certainly been about lots of different kinds of cases that I prosecuted. People are very unhappy with them because of some recent cases that most of them are racial in nature. It has cost me to leave my home financially. I'm paying for, my mortgage because I refuse to give up the home where I raised my children, but also paying for another establishment. And I have 24-hour really protection around me. So it's a very interesting way to live, but it's well worth it to have the honor of being the first female district attorney in Fulton County. It pales in comparison to what my victims are going through. And the reality is one of the reasons we are upsetting people is we are so successful here in Fulton County. I have the third largest crime drop in America. We have it because we're taking a balanced approach, both unapologetically going after gangs and violent criminals and anyone who should violate the law in my county, but we're also doing programs. And so it has been a huge sacrifice, but it's well worth it for my community.
All right, so they're just living in a whole different reality. Let's see what this one final question is from Rachel.
You did an interview with me earlier in your tenure, and we talked about what it was like to become a national lightning rod and to attract not just all the attention that a district attorney in a big place like Fulton County is always going to get locally for all of the important issues that affect the people of Fulton County, but to become a household name around the country, including by people who decided they were going to make your life hell for having brought one particularly very high-profile case. Do you feel like you've changed over the course of this term in office, over the course of this
another great question.
This 4 years in terms of
people watch this show
having to develop new skills, new resources?
I can't explain to you how much I love the work that I do. I can't explain to you how loved I feel by my community. You really should feel sorry for those that are trying to deter me from my work. It doesn't do anything but motivate me to continue to work and to work hard. And so I'm not someone that's going to be broken, but certainly it has caused me to get thicker skin or to be more resilient, to dig deeper, to work harder. But what it has not done is deter me from my work.
Let me ask you.
So these people are just playing patty cake on MSNBC. So that's them. They're gloating. Georgia now has Fani for another term, and the success that she's already brought will continue on there. And maybe she'll bring Nathan Wade back at another position. Maybe he'll run security or something else. So she's very happy about it. Of course, why wouldn't she be? She can do whatever she wants all the time with no consequences. We'll see where this Fani saga leads us, my friends. Thank you for subscribing wherever it is you're watching this, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here on the next one.